Welcome to the Google Earth tutorial. Today we will focus on three main and popular applications. This tutorial has three main learning objectives. First, it will allow you to become familiar with how to conduct a 3D tour. Secondly, it will demonstrate how to use Street View. And finally, this tutorial will highlight the historical imagery application. By the end of this tutorial, it is desired that you have the basic understandings of Google Earth. First, we will take a look at the 3D tours. First, under the Layers tab, you need to select that 3D Buildings is in fact on. Then you need to click the Earth Gallery button. Under 3D Buildings, select. We will also select Newest. Then we will scroll down. We are going to take the South African Soccer Stadiums tour. So you will click View Now. Google Earth will then take us to South Africa. Scroll up under Places and double-click here to start the tour. Google Earth then takes over and takes us to the first part of the tour. Notice in the bottom left-hand corner there is a bar. That is where you can pause and play and continue on the tour. In the top left-hand part of the screen tells you where you are on the tour. We are currently in Green Point Stadium in Cape Town, South Africa. Notice also in the bottom of the left-hand corner the bar has disappeared and now reappeared. The play sign, it has disappeared now. The play sign will reappear when it is time to continue on the tour. The play sign has now appeared. We can use the navigation tools to zoom in and zoom out. You can also use the keys on your keyboard to zoom in, move sideways, back and forth. You can also use the navigation tools to turn 360 degrees. We will now press the play button to continue on to the next part of the tour. We will now exit the tour and move on to Street View. We will type in Ottawa, Ontario, ensuring that Fly To is highlighted, which it is, under the Search tab. Hitting Enter, and Google Earth will take over and fly us to Ottawa, Ontario. We will now use the zoom that we have become familiar with, the plus sign, to zoom in to Ottawa, Ontario. And we will become familiar with the Street View application. Using the Pegman, which is the key to Street View, the little orange guy, we rotate him around the streets. If the streets are not blue, then Street View is not accessible. Since all of the streets are blue, it is accessible. We are now in Street View. To go further down the street, you simply double-click. To rotate, you click and drag. You click and drag. Click and drag. To view closer, you simply double-click. Go closer, you zoom in and zoom out. You can also rotate 365 degrees using the navigation tool in the top right-hand corner, all the way around. This is Street View. The next application we're going to look at is historical imagery. However, we must exit Street View first, so we are going to go back over and click the box in the top right-hand corner that says Exit Street View. We have now exited Street View. We will now go back over into the search and type in Las Vegas, and we will learn the application historical imagery. Google Earth is now taking over and taking us to Las Vegas, where we will learn historical view and historical imagery. We will now zoom in under the navigation tools that we have become familiar with. You know that historical imagery is available if in the bottom left-hand corner there is a clock and a date beside it. We are now going to click on 1950. Notice how the landscape has changed. There are less buildings and less development. At the top, there is a scroll bar. You're now going to change it to 1977, where you also notice there is more development than in 1950, yet less development as shown here in 2005. This is good for geography because it shows you the urban development of an area over time. We will zoom in to take a closer look. And now go back in time to show you the development of that small area. We will scroll back along the time bar to 1977, and you can see that there is less development. To exit historical imagery, you simply close the bar. So in the end, this tutorial was designed to give you a basic understanding of Google Earth's functions, capabilities, and tools. The tutorial has provided a basic foundation that allowed you to become familiar with the 3D Tour, Street View, and the historical imagery application. Overall, Google Earth has many learning tools, and this tutorial provides a foundation.